It was a frigid autumn evening. Emma had just moved into her new apartment, an old, creaky building that sat at the end of a deserted street. She hadn't noticed how eerie the place felt until that night. After a long day of unpacking, she sat in her living room, exhausted, sipping tea and reading a book to relax. The wind outside howled as it whipped through the alleyways, and the occasional creak of the wooden floors seemed to echo louder than usual. As the night wore on, Emma heard a strange noise, a soft, distant tapping. It was subtle at first, almost as if it were part of the wind. She brushed it off as her mind playing tricks. But then it grew louder, more pronounced. Tap, tap, tap. It came from the hallway. Her curiosity got the better of her, and she cautiously approached the dark hallway, turning on the dim light above. The tapping persisted, louder now, as if coming from inside the walls. She leaned in closer, listening intently, trying to pinpoint the source. That's when she heard it, an eerie whisper. "Emma, let me in." Her blood ran cold. She was sure she was alone. Backing away, she frantically checked the doors and windows, ensuring they were locked. But the whisper returned, clearer this time. "Emma, I'm waiting." She rushed to the living room, her heart pounding, grabbing her phone to call for help. But no sooner had she unlocked it, the screen went black. The power had gone out. In the pitch darkness, the whisper grew more persistent, now seeming to come from everywhere at once. "Emma, you can't escape." Suddenly she heard footsteps in the hall, slow, deliberate steps, getting closer with each second. She stood frozen, too terrified to move, her mind racing. The air grew heavy, oppressive, as the temperature in the room plummeted. Then, just as the footsteps were almost at the living room door, they stopped. Silence fell over the apartment. Emma strained to listen, her breath shaky. But there was nothing, just the suffocating stillness. She dared to hope that it was over, but then, a soft knock came from behind her. Her heart nearly stopped as she turned around slowly, eyes wide. The window beside her, which had been firmly locked, now stood slightly ajar. The cold breeze blew through it, and a single voice whispered again, this time from right behind her. "Emma, I'm inside.